Alright, it's October, so we all know that we're going to be getting the Festival of the Lost event later this month inside of Destiny 2. And along with some of the new content, we are going to be getting a new weapon that we can actually go ahead and farm out. As you can see here on the screen, it does look really cool. Shout out to Destiny Bulletin over on Twitter, as this is listed to be an ARC sniper rifle. Okay, looks really cool. Although, of course, at least on the PvE side of things, sniper rifles are really not in the strongest of spots in the sandbox. However, the design of this bad boy looks really damn cool. So now we're going to go ahead and go over some of the perks and then of course its origin trait. Now, one other thing that I do want to note is that right now this sniper rifle does not actually have a name. So for the rest of the video, I'm going to be referring to the sniper rifle as that gun. So that gun has the origin trait Search Party, which is new, which is awesome. And it reads as, this weapon is granted faster aim down sight speed and movement speed while aiming down sights when no allies are near. Obviously really strong in solo play, and then maybe could be useful in some other situations when you do have teammates, maybe you're just further away from them, or you know, they're just dead. That could definitely happen too. Out of the way though, definitely looks like a pretty cool, interesting origin trait to say the least. I'd like to see this on some other weapons other than just the sniper rifle, but we'll see in the future. Now, if we go ahead and look at that gun's perks, it only has 12 actual perks. However, the quality of some of these perks and the column of where some of these perks are located, in the third column, you have things like perpetual motion, triple tap, snapshot, no distractions, clown cartridge in the third column. That is always juicy. And then auto loading holster. In the fourth column, you have things like vorpal weapon, opening shot, moving target, swashbuckling, and then right under swashbuckler you have the new perk Slick Draw. This perk significantly increases handling and then significantly decreases target acquisition. So there's definitely a trade-off with this perk for sure. Now, I'm not the biggest PvP guy, but even I can see some pretty solid rolls right off the rip, right? Obviously snapshot, opening shot, then snapshot, moving target, and then maybe with this origin trait, bro, no distraction could be pretty solid. I don't know, I'm not the biggest PvP guy, but I could at least see 2 solid rolls with this thing right off the rip. You cannot craft this weapon, so you do have to go through some RNG to get some good rolls. Obviously, at the moment, the Festival of the Lost event isn't in the game yet, so we don't really know the best method to go about farming this thing, but I would imagine it wouldn't be the hardest thing in the world, right? Now, for PvE, even though sniper rifles aren't in the strongest of spots, there's really only one ARC sniper rifle you can even get, which is the Galu, which can roll Overflow Focus Fury and is also a world drop. But since the sniper rifle is an aggressive frame, which means it's in that 90 impact, 72 RPM archetype of sniper rifle, it's at least different than the Galu. So for instance, in the third column, triple tap and or clown cartridge would definitely be the options that I would look for, which is what I'm going to go for whenever I do go about getting a good roll for this weapon. Some people like auto loading holster. I'm not a big auto loading holster fan on sniper rifles, bro. Definitely want that juicy triple tap or clown cartridge if I am going to use one, bro. They gotta buff sniper rifles at some point, right? And then your damage perk options inside of the fourth column are going to be either swashbuckler, high impact reserves, and then vorpal weapon. Now, me personally, bro, I'm just going to go with vorpal weapon. It's a special weapon, so it does at least get 15% bonus damage against bosses' vehicles. And that'll definitely be useful on an aggressive frame sniper rifle when I do decide to use one. Come on, Bungie, give them a buff. PvE buff. A PvE buff, though. Just a PvE buff. Another thing that is important to note is that because this is an aggressive frame sniper rifle, the magazine size is only going to be 3 by default. So you do want to go ahead and try and get either a pendant mag or extended mag. But do bear in mind that in this scenario, a pendant mag and extended mag are both going to give the same amount of bonus rounds to the magazine, both being 4. But with the pendant mag, you're not going to lose that 20 reload speed as you would with extended mag, right? I think for me personally, I'm definitely going to go for at least a good solid PvE roll. And I can tell you right now that the roll that I'm going to be hunting for is definitely going to be a pendant mag, clown cartridge, or triple tap, but I'm definitely leaning way more towards clown cartridge in this scenario, and then vorpal weapon to complete the PvE set that I'm at least hunting for, right? Now, if I do come across a juicer, snapshot, or opening shot, or snapshot moving target, I just might even try out a no distractions opening shot if I literally have nothing else to do. Any PvP mains out there that are watching this video right now, please let me know your thoughts and opinions. If no distractions could actually be a pretty solid option on this sniper rifle in particular, mainly because of this origin trait Search Party. I'm just really curious and intrigued about that specifically, and I just want some further input on that because I'm just not the best PvP player in the slightest at all. I'm a PvE guy. I feel like this could be a fun sniper rifle to use for about 3 days until Bungie buffs sniper rifles inside of PvE. And I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this weapon down below. Obviously, right now, we're just judging this weapon solely on paper, as we are not quite able to obtain this weapon in-game just yet. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more content.